Prime Minister. Please.
Respected sir, while I am moving
Please.
the resolution for the extension of the President rule for a short period, even though it has been mentioned in the motion for 6 months, I assured the House while moving the motion for the consideration of this August House, the elections will be held either in September or the first week of October. Sir, I heard the former governor and the honorable member of this House and he has given several events of the past history. Sir, we have come to the stage of handing over the state to the elected representatives. Debating on the past history, starting from 1958, what happened up to 1996, is not going to bring any peace in the valley or in Jammu and Kashmir. It is only a futile exercise and an exercise on showing our talents, who knows better about the past events. That's not going to bring any solution. I do not want to deliberate particularly about the past events. For the first time, I visited Kashmir. Earlier, I have never gone to Kashmir, let me be very plain and frank. When I decided to go to Kashmir, on the same night, the emergency was declared. I cancelled my air ticket and I went back to Bangalore. So I tried to meet the cross section of the people when I went there. My purpose of visit is to have spot study about the natural calamity and discuss with the officers the quantum of loss due to heavy floods. At the same time, I have given the indication to the officers and the governor, I am equally anxious to meet all political party leaders if they are really wanted to meet me. There is no special invitation for them. Sir, I am happy to inform the House. Every political party, including National Conference, they all collectively met me and the one demand, unanimous demand was that you should hold early election. Of course, one political party, they also try to impress upon me about this autonomy factor. In the same meeting, where all other political parties leaders were present, including BJP, they all said the question of greater autonomy or the quantum of autonomy, what the common minimum program of the United Front Party has expressed, that should not be discussed at this stage. Let us first go to the election. We want early peace. We do not want to allow the neighboring country to play again with the people of Kashmir. Where what they said, I would like to mention this. We are the part and parcel of this country. We are the integral part of this country. We don't want to again give scope for any external forces to spoil the atmosphere. Sir, I would like to draw the attention of not this house, some of the forces which try to propagate, which try to give a distorted version to the various other countries, that this election which was conducted to the parliament was not a free and fair election. They want to create this impression in the international world. I would like to compliment the previous government and its decision to hold the election, even though some of the political parties wants to boycott. That is one of the best decisions they have taken. I must compliment the people of Kashmir. At the same time, I must also compliment the administrative machinery and the army people who created such a congenial atmosphere for a heavy turnout to the polling booths to exercise their votes. I don't think any sensible man can call this is a farce or an election without any free and fair method. Sir, I would like to give the information through this house to the whole world where these decisive forces are making the propaganda that it is only a manipulated election. It's not so. Sir, in Baramulla constituency, the turnout is 46.63%. And Srinagar constituency, Parliament constituency, 41%. Jammu constituency, it is 48%. Ladakh, it is 83.26%. Anantnag, it is about 51.14%. Udhampur, it is 53%. Sir, this is a clear indication to the whole world. The people wants today their own government. So let us have a frank analysis. What happened in Gujarat? I would like to ask, you are a senior leader or a former governor, I got respect for you. In Gujarat, the polling was hardly 39%. In the last parliament election. But here is a case where in no parliament constituency it is less than 42-45%. This itself is a clear indication that the people wants their own government. For that, we wanted to see that the elections, the state assembly should be held as early as possible. Who is going to win? Which party is going to participate? What will be the type of combination? I am not interested in these things. Let me be very plain on this issue. Whether you are going to win or Congress is going to win or Janata Dal is going to win is not my concern. My concern is to see that the elections must be held and the power should go to the people. Then the question of the issue of autonomy will be discussed with the elected representatives. That is the right royal method. That is the right royal method. With whom I should discuss now, a central government. I cannot act according to the taste of individual political parties. Those people who get the people's mandate, with that government, I means the central government will discuss about the quantum of autonomy and some of the other allied issues. Sir, how they felt during my discussion? Your own party leaders were there. No. In the discussion, I'll tell you, when I discussed with them, they started telling so many things about how they have been treated on the developmental side. They have realized, I will tell you, they have realized today the amount of suffering for the common man. Those who used to earn their bread with tourism, tourists. Today they are in the streets. They are jobless. And their living condition is so bad. They have honestly realized they want normalcy. They want to go back to the old Kashmir, where it has got its own pride. Such an atmosphere the people want. Sir, I do not want to take much of the time of this house. I assured them, whether it's a railway line from Udampur to Jammu, the national highway, so many other projects, whether the power project which has been stopped due to various reasons. Sir, this government is prepared to give the maximum weightage to see that those people should feel that this central government is not going to discriminate so far as Kashmir is concerned. Whatever may be the financial constraints, I am going to start this job. I have given this assurance. I tell you very frankly, I have given this assurance. I will go all out. Okay, please, there is no question of discrimination between Jammu or the valley or the Hindus, Pandits or the Muslims. No, they lived like one family. I was astonished to hear, because I don't want to claim myself that I know everything, the culture of the Kashmiri people. Sir, I was really happy to know how they have come up. The Muslims, even today, they are not going to eat the beef or the cow. They treat the cow and the beef as the animals as sacred. That is the tradition. Hindus will not eat pig. They themselves have said this in my presence. I was so much amazed. I will tell you how they have come up. The culture, the old tradition, and the bondage between the two communities. We have destroyed. We means politicians. I do not want to go back to the past history. I only promise this August House, I will try my best to have the free and fair elections. That's all what they want. So far as the omissions and commissions in the electoral, the voter list, I have also told the governor and the chief secretary and the other officers to see that proper media advertisements, electronic media, newspapers, everything. You give maximum the advertisement and request those people who are not registered their name in the voter list, they can take the advantage of this opportunity and get their name registered. I asked the governor, even another 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs, the forms may be printed and given to the various political parties. So some of the militant youths have approached me. They are also prepared to participate in the election. And they try to pose certain problems. Of course, that when they met me, when those people met me, the governor was also there with me. There is no question of any secret meeting. I asked the governor to sit by the side of me. I told them, you first go before the people, show your sincerity. If the people voted for you, then you will also be called for the discussions over the autonomy and other issues are concerned. There is a change of heart. Even some of the youths who are earlier misled by the neighboring country, they have realized and they wanted to see that they should cooperate for the normalcy in entire Jammu and Kashmir. And there are certain area of certain omissions and commissions. Yes, Jammu, about the constituency. All these things are there. I cannot set right before September. It will take time. So that's why let us go to the polls as it is. Later on, in subsequent years, when the elections are going to be held, all these things can be looked into by the coming elected government. Sir, as I already promised earlier, I will write to the Election Commission because they have to fix the date. The Government of India will make all necessary arrangements, security arrangement for this Doda district or any disturbed area. We will give maximum protection and see that the heavy turnout in this coming election. And with these words, please, for them also, this issue was raised in the meeting of all party senior leaders by Vajpayee. See, there are about 95 or 96,000 people. Voters, I am telling you. This time, in the parliament election, about 30,000 people have voted. There was some confusion at that time. Who is to certify they are the migrant? Postal ballot. That's, I was about to say that. We have also simplified that. There will be no question of any hurdle. We have simplified, and everybody who wants to vote through the postal ballot, they will be accommodated. There is no question of any problem, even for those people. With this assurance,
unless you give them the chance in, for example, they are sitting in Delhi. They cannot go to Kashmir Valley to fill the form for the inclusion of their names. Two things you have to do. Either you give them the option in Delhi, they may fill the form, you get it verified. Number one. Sir, postal ballot will not serve the purpose. Why don't you create polling booth for them in Delhi or Calcutta or Chandigarh, wherever they are? They let them go and cast their vote. Out of 93,000, only 23,000 cast their votes. If you create polling booth.
I will, please hear me. Where to create the polling booth? How many polling booths? In which area? Whether outside India or outside Kashmir?
Within India.
Please. It is left to the wisdom of the Election Commission. It is not for me.
Then don't say that you will hold free elections.
Your point also will be well taken.
Yes.
I am not going to dispute. I am not going to argue. Please, it is left to the Election Commission. It is left to the Election Commission so far as creating the polling booth outside Kashmir or inside Kashmir, I cannot encroach upon the rights of the election.
सजेस्ट तो कर सकते हैं.
I would only make a suggestion.
We want their involvement in the election. If
I
you
think
they
the
have to be free and fair election.
Yes,
The
I
Prime
can't
Minister
say
has
anything
said the
beyond
point
this.
is
Yes.
well taken.
They should
What
be
else?
involved.
I can't say-
Second, sir, you have talked, you have,
I only appeal to,
Another one in Jammu and third time by postal ballot in Srinagar.
I only
So we would very
appeal,
much like to have them
you
back
know
in
it
the
better, you know it better, you have won by that method.
I only appeal to all sections of the house. Let us
Sir,
pass
kindly
this.
take the house into confidence about your talks with the militants also. You have said it on the floor of the house. You had talks with the militants. Which were the militant groups which talked with you? What were the talks? Kindly take this house into confidence. It's a very serious matter.
See,
You have talked with the militants. You have not talked with the terrorist affected families. I will like, it's a very serious matter. Coming from the Prime Minister that I had meeting with
please
them.
hear me.
Take this house into
I
confidence.
Yes,
can't,
Mr.
I
Jain.
can't talk to individual families.
But you have talked with the militants.
At
What were the
least-
talks?
at least-
What were the
At
issues?
least you must appreciate,
Yes.
after 9 years, a Prime Minister has taken the courage to go.
Yes, that's good. We appreciate that.
I can't,
No, please,
I
please.
can't talk to
Amarji,
individual
no,
families.
no more. I think it's already 7:30. It's enough.
Because all this autonomy, what do we mean by autonomy?
आपके तो आप धन्यवाद देते हैं भैया.
Framework of the
I
Constitution.
don't think we have to go into all these details.
Sir,
Prime Minister is-
I only assure this other house, including our friends on the other side, I will try my best to have a free and fair election.
Yes.
And I will take steps to hold the election in the month of September, if possible, or the first week of October. With this assurance, I request all of them to give their unanimous support to this resolution.
Thank you.